Hello, third graders. This video is meant to help you log into and use the tools within SchoolCity. SchoolCity is a website that we're going to use to take our math benchmark assessments. You also use it to take other assessments that third graders need to take for math. So I'm going to share my screen. First of all, you need to make sure you've logged into Clever. You all need to know how to get into Clever. I'm using one of my friends from class's logins. This is what Clever looks like. We're going to click on asynchronous. And you're going to see the SchoolCity icon. So go ahead and click on SchoolCity. Now, if you remember this from last year, what you need to do is put in your number. Once you're on SchoolCity, you need to put in your number and the same password that you would use to log into Clever. That's very important, so you need your number and the same password you'd use to log into Clever. Now, once you're here, usually you're going to click on the Take Assessments tab and look for the assessment that your teacher has assigned to you. So that's very important. You're looking for the assessment your teacher has assigned to you. You can also click the More button and it'll show you a list of all the assessments available. But you really are looking for the assessment that your teacher assigned to you. We're going to use this assessment today to show us some tools. We're going to take this assessment today to show you some tools. Once we click on the play button next to the assessment pops up. You can see that the assessment takes over the whole screen. So on the screen, there's multiple tools that we can use. We're going to start up in this corner. You can see that there's 30 questions for this test. You can see the questions are numbered. You can also see that the questions are grouped into groups of questions, groups of 10. So right here is where you'll pick an answer or multiple answers depending on what the question asks you. This button here is a flag in case you come across a question that is tricky. You can click this button so you can remember to come back to it. I'm going to go ahead and flag number 1 so later on we can see what the flag looks like. You have the exit testing button. This button is not pressed unless you are done with the test and ready to submit. We have the review or summary button. So when we press this button, it will show us all the questions and the one and it will also show us the flag. So you can see we have not answered any of the questions. And this is also where we can press submit to submit the test. I want to press previous item. The save button is ultra important. You need to press the save button every time you answer a question. Save, okay. Up here you have a tools button. It gives you a line reader. This line reader can help you just to focus on what you're trying to read. It's very helpful in the reading test if we ever have to take a reading test on SchoolCity, but it may be helpful for word problems. And then there is a ruler that can be used to measure problems if you need to. So there might be some problems where you need a ruler, and that will be found right here in the tools area. And last but not least is the toggle for full screen and not full screen. We would prefer you stay in full screen just so that you can stay within the SchoolCity app. However, when we're taking tests together, you need to toggle so that you're not in full screen so that you can also see us also. You can see when we submit, or if we'll go through and put some answers for a few of these tests, these questions. Now, if we go to review summary, you can see how it shows us that we've answered the question. If you if you hover over your response, you'll be able to see what your response is if you put one in there. Once your test is totally complete and done, you're going to press the submit button. Those are the tools available within SchoolCity. I hope this video was helpful for you to get logged in and ready for SchoolCity.